All right, boys, welcome back to another video. Knicks Daily here. This is about as frustrating of a loss as it gets. Sure, the Knicks were missing 4 players and they fought to the end, but Andrew Nembar, the bro, had 2 points in like 40 minutes and ends up hitting a 35-foot step back three. And then we're down 3 points off of a timeout. Jalen Brunson has 3 defenders on him, and he thought he felt contact. He forces up a wild shot, an erratic shot, air balls, and then of course the Pacers would hit a couple of free throws. But Brunson was off this game. We know he's dealing with a foot injury. Of course, Brunson's had to do more than anyone else in the playoffs, so I'm not going to sit up here and hate on Brunson. I mean, we're in this position because of him, but that last possession, it's just so devastating because Brunson, he could have easily just drove to the basket, or he could have at least kicked it out and tried to get a better shot. Dante DiVincenzo played maybe the best game of his life in a huge moment. 35 points, 7 of 11 from 3, 12 of 26 in 44 minutes. Debo was incredible in this game. Josh Hart was incredible in this game. He had 10 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 4 of 7. Brunson, 10 of 26. The fact that we almost won this game, we should have won this game, my bad. With Brunson being so inefficient, without OG, obviously, Randall, Robinson, Bojan. We have to talk about Alec Burks, though. Decided to go with him on the thumbnail. He played 21 minutes and had 14 points, 4 of 6 from the field. Burks only played in, I think it was like 45 seconds the last game, and then he comes in this game and stays ready. Miles McBride was a plus 11, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 rebounds. I thought he did a great job defensively, 2 of 5 from 3. Jericho Sims played in 4 minutes. I mean, it's good to see at least Coach Tibbs going to 2 guys that we haven't seen really at all in this entire series. We hadn't seen Sims, and then Burks, he played, of course, in, like I said, 45 seconds. I mean, it's hard to stay professional making these videos. I mean, I don't want to sit up here and complain and whine and cry to you guys, but it's just really hard for me to even stay focused in this video. We should have won this game. Rebound-wise, we had 41. The Pacers, they had 42. We only got out-rebounded by 1, but it felt like we got out-rebounded by 21. I mean, every single offensive board. How many offensive rebounds did the Pacers have? 13, guys. The Knicks had 10. That is, it just doesn't make sense, bro. The Pacers just kept missing shots. But then they get the rebound, and Andrew Nembar, bro, was a freaking nobody. The bro played in 31 minutes and had, literally to that point, had 2 points, and it was a wide open layup. And then dude hits a random step back 3. But I'm not even concerned. I mean, the Knicks, all they had to do was just go out there and compete, give yourself a chance to win. They did that. They messed up. Missing 6 free throws. If the Knicks had made those 6 free throws, we win the game. And I mean, Jalen Brunson missed at least 2. Brunson missed, let's see. Brunson missed 3 free throws. Josh Hart missed a free throw. Achua missed a free throw. We've got to make our free throws. Alec Burks missed a free throw. He was 4 or 5, but still, that's what it comes down to. Free throws, rebounding, things that the Knicks have done a good job of the entire season, but in this game, they weren't able to do it. The thing is, the Pacers, it doesn't feel like they have any momentum. It really doesn't. Like, sure, if they win the next game, then all of a sudden it's best of 3, but this was just a game that the Knicks, they had a good lead going into the 4th quarter, guys. They had won the 3rd quarter by 10, and then they lost the 4th quarter by 10. So just the consistency, we could sit up here and complain about the injuries, but even without OG, I love my odds. The Knicks did a good job of attacking Pascal. He had 5
Dante
fouls.
DiVincenzo,
Nembhard had 5 fouls as well.
44 minutes last game was
just
6
down
of
the
12
stretch
from
of this
3,
game. The
10 of 20
Pacers,
from
they
the field,
wanted it
28
more.
points.
And
He was asked by a reporter.
I do think a
earlier
lot of
if
that
the Knicks were
has
going
to
punt
do
the game
with,
due to
of course,
injuries.
just
And
some
he
of the
said, "Hell
bounces
no,
it
we're gonna
made,
go out
but
there and try to
it's
win
also
the
the
game."
energy. It really is. I mean, the Knicks starters, we know that these guys are playing a ton of minutes, and they have been the entire season. I mean, I remember one game the Knicks were up like 30 on the Pistons late in the 4th, and Dante was still in the game. So he played 44. Hart played 43. Hart did actually sit in this game, believe it or not. He had played like 12 straight quarters or something ridiculous. Brunson played 38 minutes. He did get hurt earlier in the game. Clearly, Brunson wasn't fully healthy, but a lot of these misses were Brunson having wide open looks, but a lot of it was the defense of the Pacers. And this is the one compliment I'll give the Pacers this entire video. Aaron Naismith, dude is 6'6", got a lot of length on him. He had a hell of a game. He truly did, man. I was impressed with this young guy. Don't know much about him, but his defense was honestly could potentially be series changing for the Pacers, but he did a good job against Brunson, made it tough. But it really doesn't matter the defense you play on Brunson when he's at his best, when he's on. I mean, we've seen him hit crazy shot after crazy shot, time and time again. If anyone were to know that, it's the Pacers. Obviously, he's been giving them the business the entire series. The regular season was nothing different. I mean, Brunson had 2 40-point games against them in the 3 that he played, but it doesn't matter if you don't win the game. I mean, there was a lot to like I said. Alec Burks, Dante, Hart. Isaiah Hartenstein had 6 points, 8 boards, and 5 assists. He was efficient, blocked a shot. But the Pacers, this was a game that usually the Knicks win these games. The Knicks were, I think, 5-1 in clutch time this playoffs. Usually the Knicks find a way to win this. The Pacers were the team tonight that found a way to win it. Friday night, bro. Stings, bro. I mean, nobody wants to spend their Friday night losing a playoff game, but hopefully this fuels the Knicks for the next one. I don't think OG plays in game 4, so it's going to be the same thing as Josh Hart finding a way to match up against Siakam. Siakam at 26. Are we surprised? No. The only player on the Knicks that can guard Siakam one-on-one is OG. There aren't many players in the NBA that can do that. Siakam, I mean, he had a 35 and a 36-point game against the Bucks back-to-back. Not that the Bucks are the best defensively. They're pretty trash without Giannis, but still, we know Siakam. He's won a championship. He's capable of this. He's been doing it for a while in the league, but Miles Turner had a good game. Tyrese Halliburton, 35 points, 7 assists. I like Halliburton. He's got a lot of fire in him. You could tell he's a winner, makes big plays. He might be the best passer in the league. If I had to pick one, I think I'd give it to Halliburton, man. He was fired up in this game, and he knocked down some big-time shots. Nembhard was 2 of 8, but he hit the biggest shot of the series so far, at least for the Pacers. Obi was quiet, had 2 points in 19 minutes. Isaiah Jackson, the bench for the Pacers tonight was pretty trash. Believe it or not, the first 2 games, the Pacers bench was its biggest weakness, and then tonight it was trash. But Miles Turner was a plus 24. Naismith, as much trash as I've been talking about him, he was a plus 20. Halliburton was a plus 16. Nembhard was a plus 8. Siakam was a plus 15. So, I mean, this was a frustrating loss. I felt like we should have won this. I know we didn't, man, but I usually don't make videos after losses because I just know that I'm not going to be I'm not going to be, like I said, not professional really, but I'm just going to be too biased and complaining. But this was one of those games that the Knicks just lost it, bro. Like, I'm so glad, at least on the bright side, glass half full approach, I'm not complaining about the officiating. I thought the officiating was really good tonight, man. Credit to the staff out there. But, I mean, really, this was just the Knicks getting out-hustled, out-physicaled. Sure, Knicks were without 4 players, but when you're in the playoffs, you can't make excuses. You really can't. The Knicks had a lead, like I said, going into the 4th quarter, and it looked like it was going to be one of those games. Not that it was going to be a breeze in the 4th quarter, but it looked like one of those games where the Knicks were just going to find a way to keep the lead, man. Even if they were up 1 point, it felt like they were going to keep it. But the Pacers, they knocked down some big shots. They got rebounds. And even the Pacers off of offensive rebounds, like I said, they were missing shots. But when you get 3 in a row, I mean, good things are usually going to happen. And that's something that the Knicks struggle with against the Heat, is the second chances. Kyle Lowry was getting boards, and then it just leads to shots, and Caleb Martin and these boys. So, or is it Cody Martin? I don't even know. But all I remember is that this game kind of reminded me of that. But I do expect the Knicks to use this as fuel. Now, the one concern I have is the next game is Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So, I mean, that's not even 2 days. Like, the Knicks play in less than 2 days. So, are they going to be able to bounce back? I mean, that's a huge advantage for the Pacers. Like, there's no advantage about the Knicks in that regard at all. The only advantage is, okay, look, now we can go out there and try to get a win after a loss quicker. But really, outside of that, that's not good news, because for OG's sake, you would have liked the next game to be Monday. I mean, preferably, but obviously that didn't happen. So I'm not concerned about the series after this game. I mean, it sucks. You're going to bed tonight. It's going to be absolutely brutal. But at the end of the day, the Knicks had a chance to win this game. A lot of people didn't think that they would win this game or even be competitive. A lot of people also didn't think we'd beat the Sixers. But, hey, man, I'm hearing the noise. Just use it as motivation. Brunson, he'll be better next game. Dante, dude, was absolutely incredible. This was one of the craziest games I've seen from a Knick in a long time. On the road, you need to step up, and you go out there and you shoot 7 of 11. One of those threes by Dante, the last shot of the game for the Knicks, or I guess really the last shot overall. Dante, he took, it was a contested, basically a coming off of a dime, and he had to turn, catch, and it's hard to explain it. Easier to show you guys, but if you saw the game, you know what I'm talking about. It was an absolutely crazy shot. I mean, if he had hit that, I would have lost my mind. The Knicks still would have lost, but so he was 7 of 11, whatever. But I mean, Dante, you have to give him a lot of credit for the way that he played tonight. It wasn't just his shooting ability as well. It was just his IQ. He was always one step ahead. He did a good job defensively. He blocked a shot and just made it difficult. But the Knicks starting lineup, it had been their strength the entire playoffs in this game. Not that it was bad by any means, but Miles McBride was the difference for the Knicks. He was a plus 11. Everyone else in this game was a minus. So, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. I don't really have anything else to say. I've been talking for 10 minutes. Holy, I feel like I'd been talking for 4 minutes. But yeah, Pacers fans, I know you guys are here. Enjoy the win. And yeah, I mean, Indiana, I've got a lot of love for them, so I'm not even going to hate. But tough loss, boys. We'll be back in the next one later.